Good morning. It's the Call Flow Radio Show, and you're on the air.
Oh, yes, indeed it is. The Call Flow Radio Show here on WFLO, AM 870. We're streaming online at WFLO.net. And we're broadcasting live from the Francis E. Wood studio in downtown Farmville. Anything else I need to say besides the fact that you're here? Noah Massage.
Hey, John.
Oh, wait a minute. Your mic is on.
Oh. My goodness.
Mm-hmm.
How?
It's been one of those days.
Well, you know, John, it's
I had to
okay.
replace the batteries in the old remote here.
That's always fun.
That was nice and stuck.
Yeah.
And the connection on the phone obviously was a little off this morning.
Exactly.
No, I didn't do you wrong. Your mic was on.
No, okay, no. I believe, John.
Okay.
I believe you. I just recently changed my remote batteries for my TV remote. So
it happens every so often.
It does, That's how you can tell time is passing.
Yes.
All right.
When the Ever-Ready or the Energizer Bunny decides to
give up,
collapse,
stop jumping around.
You got it. Stops hopping.
Yeah.
I believe we have a caller on the line.
Well, let's hop into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you used to say that quite a bit. Let's hop on into the weather and let's hop on into. I thought you were like the Easter Bunny or something.
Well, John, hop is a lot fun.
Yeah.
A lot more fun than saying
Hippity
jump.
Hop to the barbershop.
Yeah.
Good morning.
I'm
You're on the air.
hop to the bar after this.
I bet you will.
Well, good morning.
Good morning, Henry.
How are you guys doing?
All right, Henry. How are you?
Well, it sounds like you're having fun.
We're just pretending.
I thought maybe I might just start off by telling you the rope joke.
The rope joke, okay.
Yeah, well, I'll just skip it.
I got it. You get it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, you're afraid so. You can tell when John gets it, he don't laugh.
Oh, yeah. You can't really tell when I get it because I stay silent during it.
Oh, okay. I believe
But
it.
but that's that's the sign of something being really funny is it's so funny you can't even laugh.
Yeah.
That's what we tell ourselves anyway.
I've looked in the mirror myself.
That's good.
Heaven is very much like a bald-headed man.
How so?
There'll be no parting at either place.
Wow. Well, there you
That's great.
Party.
And then there was the invisible man who went to the doctor.
Okay.
The nurse told him and said, "I'm sorry, the doctor cannot see you."
There you go.
Wow.
So
Classy.
I guess he went to another one. I want to ask everybody to remember Scott Curtis and his family. He's a pastor at Heritage. He's my pastor, and I want, again, ask everybody. He's had some major surgery, and for his continued success and peace for the family, a beautiful family. I want to talk for a moment, if I may, about a beautiful person.
Sure.
And I may have touched on this earlier, but I'd like to give you the complete rundown on it. Jimmy Allen was a man who lived a few miles north of Dillman, and he was using his big tractor and bush hog one day, and there was a cliff, about an 80-foot cliff, and he was going along the edge of it, and he got too close and the dirt gave way, and he and the equipment fell about 80 feet.
Ouch.
Well, when he first hit about 10 or 15 feet down, his left arm broke. He could hear it crack. But then he bounced on down to the bottom of the cliff, and a 4,000-pound tractor and bush hog landed on top of him. Going back a couple of months before that, I had spoken at his church, Rocky Mount Methodist, north of Dillman, and as I was leaving, I reminded Jimmy that he was God's man. You could see him. He was just like lit up, with the joy and everything. And I told him that Satan was going to attack him. And when that happens, just call on the name Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
So now we get back, and he's at the bottom of this 80-foot cliff and 4,000-pound tractor on top of him. And he couldn't speak. He couldn't breathe. He couldn't move, but he thought the name Jesus.
Right.
And when he thought that, the equipment went back up into the air and hung suspended about 10 feet above his head. So Jimmy lay there until he caught his breath, and then he sat up, then he got up and walked out from under the tractor, and after he walked out, the tractor and all fell back down. Which is, there was nothing holding, and I guess the Lord did away with gravity for a little bit. Anyway, Jimmy got up and went to his car because his arm was broken, and then he drove to UVA Hospital in Charlottesville. They checked him. There were no scrapes and no bruises. The only thing was the broken left arm. So doctors put that in a cast, and they couldn't believe his story. I mean, they were astounded. And then for 8 weeks, he wore that cast. And everywhere he went, people would ask him about the cast,
Right.
or what happened, and he would share with them the miracle that the Lord had done for him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we move on up, I don't know, a couple of years, and he and his 2 sons were loggers, and they cut down a tree, and as it fell, it hit another tree, and it broke a little knot-like piece of wood off the other tree. It snapped it off, and it flew like a projectile, and it hit Jimmy in his head, and it took his life.
Oh man!
Right on the spot.
Right.
His funeral service was one of the largest ever, according to the Duncan Funeral Home at Dillman.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to the funeral at the church and the gravesite. There were so many people, I had to park on Highway 15. And there were dozens of others who had to do the same.
Mm-hmm.
And after the service, I walked to my car and looked back up the hillside to the gravesite, and there was a small, I believe they call them sundog. Looked like a little short reindeer, a rainbow.
Oh, okay.
Well, this, was over the casket.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to drive about a mile to where I could find a place to turn around and head back. And as I neared the church, that light was still there. Now, here's a really personal thing. As I drove past the church, that light appeared about 10 feet in front of my car. And that light stayed in front of my car for 30 miles. And on up through Dillman, Sprouse's Corner, Willis Mountain, all the way on up to Dowdy's Corner and down into Farmville, through Farmville. And that light stayed right about, looked like 10 feet ahead of me. But when I pulled into our driveway, the light disappeared. But it had guided me home. And I thought about that later. It's like the Lord was showing me that he would guide me through life on earth, and then he would take me home to be there for eternity. But he got me safely home, and he will all of his children. But anyway, I just felt like I should. In fact, my oldest daughter, Faith, who has just turned 15 a while back, and anyway, she asked me if I would share that story
Okay.
with the radio audience today.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing that with us, Henry.
Okay, well, I realize I've taken up a lot of your time.
Well,
but
that's okay. We'll talk at you Thursday.
okay, and
Call us
my
back.
number's,
Go ahead.
all right, my number's 414-0096. If it's something you'd like to share with me,
All right.
or have prayer. Thank you, fellas.
Thank you, Henry. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
All right, Henry Fulcher sharing us some stories there.
Really incredible that the guy didn't break his legs when the tractor came down on him.
Well,
That's
I'm going to give you a story
fantastical.
that's almost in that vein.
Okay.
It's about my dad. My dad, this would have been when I was very young, worked at a wood yard for West Vaco. And I'll give you the quick version of it.
No.
Runaway car
Okay. Yeah.
that he's trying to stop runs over his foot. And the worst he got was this bruise.
No way.
I'm here to tell you. I remember, now he had to, he was out of work there for a while. He had to stay home and keep his foot soaked and all this other stuff. And he was kind of stuck in a chair for a while, but they didn't, but he was able to
Still walk. That's amazing.
And no damage really to the foot or anything. I mean, we're talking like a rail car here.
Yeah.
So
No broken bone. Well, I mean, some broken bones maybe.
Well,
A
I don't
couple?
even know if it was broken, but it was very bruised.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, those kind of stories, they may seem hard to believe, but if you know someone, especially somebody that's close to you, and they've experienced something like that, it may still be a little hard to believe, but the proof is there.
Yeah.
If you witness, I didn't witness it happen, but I those images of him laying in that chair and having to soak his foot and all this stuff, I still remember all that stuff.
Yeah.
And so
It really borders the line of like supernatural.
Yeah.
Those type of events. Like,
very much.
yeah. Plays with the physics of society and, it's like
Yeah. So
crazy.
he decided to get into more dangerous work and get into radio. But
But where's that rim shot when you need it?
the rim shot.
Oh, man.
You want to do some On This Day in History?
John,
Because I know you love to.
It's actually one of my favorite segments. And
Well,
I
that's
give
good.
it
That's good.
so much shinola. Can you say that on the air? Shinola?
Are you shining shoes today?
Shinola. I mean,
Okay.
that's
Are you the new shoe boy?
yeah.
Shoe shine boy?
That's actually a really funny story, John. When I was a kid, I actually used to shine shoes. I swear
You
to
were
God.
the shoe shine boy?
I literally right hand. Goodness gracious! I was a shoe shine boy. I had
Up
my
in Jersey?
no in Virginia,
Oh, in
Farmville,
Virginia.
Virginia.
Oh,
So
I had
it was.
pictures of you and Joe Pesci.
I know. Well, I mean,
Get to it, kid. I want to see my face in
You
there.
know that like young Jack Nicholson hat I have occasionally, like the golfer, like hey, we're gonna go.
Yeah, I think
play
so.
nine.
You've only worn it maybe once out here.
Yeah. Well, I used
That's
to
the
wear
one with the golf balls on the top?
No, it doesn't have the golf. Does not have the golf ball, John. Don't say that.
Sorry.
Also, don't tell people I have that either.
Okay, my
No. You're
apologies.
good. You're good. I mean, it already happened, but things slip out. No, I used to wear that like little hats and like have a rag in like a box with like different types of colored wax for shoes, like leather shoes, and I would literally be.
Was this like out in front of your house, or were you in the middle of...
So I did this at my house,
Okay.
and I also did it to guests who came, like people that weren't related to us.
You charged people that were guests in your house to
Didn't
shine
even
their
charge
shoes?
them. It was a selfless act.
Complimentary.
Complimentary shoe shine
Okay.
coming into the massage household. Correct.
Cool.
And I want to say I maybe did it a couple of times.
Might want to get your shine box out.
I think I did it a couple of times when I was really young, and so like it would make sense because if I was like 12 doing this, I think somebody would have been like, "Hey, you can't be loitering like this." But I was like 9. I was like 8 or 9, so
Wow.
people would like not really question it too much. But I think I did it a couple of times at my church as well. But
You and Underdog were both the shoe shine boy.
Yeah.
That was his alter ego.
Oh, are you serious?
I think so.
Oh, that's incredible.
Been a while
That's
since
joke.
I've seen it,
Yeah,
but-
yeah. Well, yeah,
That sounds like a Frank Capra kind of story,
a little bit, but
which segues into the fact that on this day in 1991,
no matter how
American director Frank Capra, best known for his series of wonderful, beloved films, including Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, 1939. And that's the scary part about that. That film is that old.
because you remember when it came out.
No, it's scary that you were the shoe shine boy in that. No, what's scary is that whole thing is about an outsider going to Washington and how corrupt it was already by that point.
And look how much more amazing it is now today.
That
we
is
have
what's worth.
we have,
And then, of course, It's a Wonderful Life, which
Yeah.
was almost, 1946, so that was that much later. He died at the age of 94 on this day back
Jimmy
in
Stewart?
No, Frank Capra.
Okay.
Which, that was a long life. But anyway, do you have anything else to add about the adventures of Shoe Shine Boy?
Well, I did want to make this one thing mentioned. So, I was doing this so much. My dad decided, he was like, Noah, I'm going to build you're going to build a shoe shine. You know when your dad's like, oh, we're going to build something together, but then he like throws tools at your face and he's like, now do it. And then when you start doing it wrong, he's like, no, give me the tool. And then he like makes it.
He was the
happen.
overseer.
He was the overseer and taker over also. He would take over the project, But for like you would like. It was a box. It was a wood box, and on top it was like a place to put your feet,
Feet. Yeah,
your
foot.
feet
Yeah.
or foots.
Yeah. Foots.
Yeah, your footsies. Yeah. I'm sorry I said that out loud.
That's all right.
Your feet. It was a place to put. It was 1 foot at a time. So
right.
you'd
You
put
took
your
it one step at a time.
Yes. But so for that stand where you would place your shoe, we had to figure out something. So my dad just was like, "Oh, I'm gonna make it out of my shoe." So he put his shoe on a piece of wood and like just outlined it. But the thing about doing that is it was just the right shoe. So every time you put like a left shoe on there, it wouldn't fit properly because like how shoes like kind of curve and like you have right and left. It was like a right shoe, and so like every time you put your lefty shoe on it, it would just like kind of like not fit or
Did
sit
you
properly.
come across anyone without any soul?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I figured. On this day in 1970, American professional gridiron football coach Vince Lombardi, who uttered those immortal words,
What the hell's going on out here?
that guy right there,
Yeah.
who became a national symbol of single-minded determination to win, known for leading the Green Bay Packers to victories in the first 2 Super Bowls, died on this day, 1970, at the age of 57. 57 is not that old.
Yeah, it's really not.
No, it's
But,
not.
yeah.
And then your boy, American poet and painter E.E. Cummings. Do you know who this is?
E. Cummings, yep.
All right, so this
Familiar.
would be 1962. All these are like this. Who first attracted attention in an age of literary experimentation for his unconventional punctuation and phrasing, died on this day at the age of 67. This would have been 1962. So, unfortunately, a lot of the days in history are people that are no longer with us.
Yeah.
Labor Day was celebrated as a legal holiday in the United States for the first time on this day back in 1894. So we upped it,
We did.
I guess. Or,
True.
I don't know. Or it was what is it? Leap year or whatever?
Yes, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, do you know anybody who was like born on a leap year?
I was close, but no.
When's your birthday? February?
27th.
Ooh, that is close.
That was close.
And that was a leap year?
I think.
Okay.
I don't remember. I was a little baby.
Yeah, it's true. That's a good point. I forgot the.
1783, the Treaty of Paris, part of the Peace of Paris, was signed between Britain and the United States.
Wow. Yeah.
Did you know that?
I did not know.
Did you know that?
No.
Did you
John.
know that in 1658,
Yeah.
English soldier and statesman Oliver Cromwell died in London?
Now Cromwell, that's a good last name.
Cromwell?
Like I would love to have a last name like Cromwell.
Sure. I want to go back as far as 1609. English navigator Henry Hudson River, maybe?
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
In a quest for a passage to India on behalf of the Dutch East India Company, sailed into the harbor of present-day New York City and up the river that now bears his name. Hudson River.
Yes, that good old song.
Old Man River.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. You should sing that today on the air.
Well, we ought to. Or maybe have you sing it.
Well, we can do it right now. Let's go. Come on. Hudson River. Okay.
Moon River. Yeah.
Yeah. I gave up after the first one.
You gave up a long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is
What do you
true.
think about this private airstrip request considered in Buckingham?
I think they should do it, I really, speaking of, like, private airstrips, John.
Yes.
I'm never mind.
Were you going somewhere you weren't supposed to be going? What were you doing?
No. I was going to but let's talk about this. I was going to go off topic, but, like, let's stay on topic. So they're trying to pass a private airstrip?
Yes. Buckingham supervisors will hear a proposal about a private airstrip.
Wow.
They'll meet sometime this month and hash it out, I guess.
Well, the thing is,
I didn't realize people were trying to fly into Buckingham. Maybe that's where the new citizens of our country will be landing.
Maybe it's for flying out of Buckingham.
Maybe,
taking people.
I don't know.
Well, the thing is,
everything's an hour away from Buckingham, so that would make sense.
You live in Buckingham.
Yes.
I don't live in Buckingham.
No, you don't.
Now, tell me, John, as somebody who lives in Buckingham, how does this affect you? How do you feel? What are you feeling right now about hearing this proposal?
Nothing, oddly.
Void of emotion. Okay,
Yeah.
that's John Staten.
I'll just climb up to the tower and go, the plane, and then I'll...
That's from a movie.
A TV show.
A TV show. Okay.
Fantasy Island.
Okay.
I'm guessing...
Never heard
you
of
have
it,
no
never
clue.
seen it. I didn't even know it was a thing until you just said it out of your mouth right now.
Welcome to Fantasy Island. That was a TV show that kind of in the vein of a Love Boat. This was what was popular in the late 70s, early 80s. These TV shows that relied heavily on kind of like what we got close to is this mystical kind of realm kind of stuff. Anyway, Fantasy Island was where guests would go to live out their dreams kind of thing, that sort of thing. Are we at the bottom? Close.
No.
So Ricardo Montalban, do you know this actor? He's the one that did those commercials with the rich Corinthian leather.
Yes.
And all that sort of stuff. Well, he was the host. And the smaller gentleman, Tattoo, was the guy that would climb up the tower when the guests were arriving by plane. And he'd go, the plane. Every episode started that way. That was the intro to
That's
the
a
show.
great intro. I like an intro that's captivating.
The plane. So anyway.
I did want to mention, John, we're in September now. You know what that means?
No.
Heart of Virginia Festival, John.
Okay.
Heart of Virginia Festival. And so we're going to be, we have a Heart of Virginia Festival this weekend, the Duck Derby, and Riverside Party as well. And we're going to be giving away ducks. Sponsored by PSR and Piedmont Senior Resources and the Farmville Downtown Partnership. Yes, John, that's amazing. That's you sound just like that Looney Tunes.
You mean Disney?
Is that Disney?
Donald.
Daffy
was more of a...
Goodness gracious.
That's okay.
My animated references are off
all right.
today. But Saturday is going to be the festival, the 14th. Also on Thursday, this upcoming Thursday, we have a guest, Jamie Anderson from Piedmont Senior Resources. Also, Susan Sullivan during the second half of the show to tell us more about the Saturday festivities, So, yeah, I mean, that's going to be a fun day. That is going to be a busy, busy day, Heart of Virginia. And I heard you're coming out.
You heard wrong. No, I'm just kidding. I may show
Pop
up.
out, swing out, real fast.
We'll walk by.
Incognito?
No,
John?
normal
Okay.
attire. You
ever get like
may wear a flow thing or something like that.
Okay. Oh, so people
Like a-
will be able to find you.
Yeah, I'll probably wear that same orange shirt I wore last year.
I have one goal, and if our first-time caller is listening, I'm glad.
It's almost time to do our thing. but
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
My one goal is to talk to every single person until I hear the voice
Of the first-time caller?
of the first-time caller, and then I'm going to be like, "Got you," and then pull out a Polaroid camera and just snap a shot.
Well, maybe the first-time caller doesn't want to be recognized.
I know, but it's my personal. It's a private investigation I'm doing.
Okay.
No.
So you're going
All
to open
jokes.
up a new private eye business.
Yes, I am.
Be like Magnum.
It's going to
PI.
actually be.
Noah P.I.
Man.
Well, you have to grow out a mustache and fly around in a helicopter
right.
and talk to Higgins a lot.
Oh, yeah.
No, I do not drive the Ferrari. Okay, let's do some bottom of the hour good stuff. Like the weather, I guess. We ought to knock that out first so you can do the birthdays. For today, sunny, a high near 75. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 50. Partly sunny Wednesday, a high near 76. Wednesday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 55. Partly sunny Thursday, a high near 77. Thursday night, partly cloudy with a low around 61. Chance of showers on Friday, otherwise partly sunny, a high near 79. Right now, our humidity is 77%. Winds are north at 9 miles per hour. Barometer 30.30. And right now, here in Farmville, we've got fair skies, 58 here at WFLO. The birthday calendar brought to you by Creative Electrical Contractors, located at 1907 East 3rd Street, Farmville.
Creative Electrical Contractors specializes in commercial and industrial projects and offers quality work at competitive prices. CEC is a licensed Class A contractor in Virginia and North Carolina. Creative Electrical Contractors has been in business for 25 years, still committed to the values that were established when the company opened in 1998. Integrity, quality workmanship, and timely delivery. CEC, located at 1907 East 3rd Street, Farmville. You can contact CEC at 434-392-3802 or at creative-electrical.com.
All right, and with those wonderful birthdays, I present to you Fiddlesticks Noah Massage.
By the way, John, I am not okay with this music. just by the way, this is not a good time for me.
Oh, come on. Get
you're
your
getting
birthdays
down. I know
on.
you look like you're ready to go down to like a hoedown. I think they refer to them.
The
as.
hoedown throwdown with Noah Massage.
All right, so we're gonna. This music is so distracting. I can't do it, John. Okay, so for the birthdays, we have a huge list. I'll just put that out there. So if you're wondering if it's a big list today, it is. Sure, give me the magnifying glass. I'm going to pull a John Staten move. That is, look at a piece of paper with
Sometimes
a magnifying
it's very
glass.
fine print there.
So we have Teeny Cook. That's her name, or his name. And that's a great name, by the way. Teeny Cook. Thomas Hammonds. Juliana Redford. Wanda Duncan. We also have Troy Hayes. Charlie Barrett. Brandon S. Shorter. That's his last name. You know the guys that are named like short or like small, like last name is short and they're like actually tall. Like, you know, that like...
You mean like guys named Lefty, but they're really a right-handed person?
Yes. Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's funny.
Or curly and have no hair whatsoever.
And we also have, last but not least, Brianna Hancock.
Mm-hmm.
Brianna Hancock. And this is going to be the birthday calendar. And John, back to you.
Well, you can get those on by doing some various things.
Yes, yeah.
Did you want to chime in, or you want me to do it?
I'll tell one way you can do it. You can do it by emailing birthdays to us, and the email address to do so would be birthdays@wflo.net. You can send those in.
Or you can call us now, 434-394-0924, if you'd like to add any birthdays.
Or call us in 20 minutes.
Correct.
You know?
20 minutes?
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
5 minminutes.
Mm.
Yeah.
The birthday calendar brought to you by Creative Electrical Contractors. If it is not right, we will make it right. Call 434-392-2802. We meaning they.
Yeah.
We can't get it right, so...
Well, we try to. John.
The effort's there. Sometimes we fail.
I like when you're doing the lunch show, and then at the end of every lunch show, you're always like, "We'll try to do better tomorrow." And I'm like, "That's a good like way to look at life in general."
It is.
Also, your lunch show. No, I'm kidding. I love the lunch show, John.
I'm just carrying on a tradition. That was Francis Woods' baby. He used to do it all the time.
If I can make a request for the lunch show, can I do that, or should we talk about this in private?
All requests must go through a certain filter.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I'm just
I was going to say Blue Moon by the Marcells.
Oh,
yeah.
That's kind of going back a little too far, isn't it?
Is it? It's like 60s, I think.
Is it?
50s or 60s?
50s or 60s. Well, we only go as far back as the 60s.
Okay.
But I'll look and see when that came out.
Is it Charlie Sheen's birthday today?
It may be. It may be.
You know, I don't know why I just thought that, but
I don't know why either.
yeah, it's not like there's an obvious clue in the room.
No. There's a poster of Charlie Sheen on the wall.
It's like Blue's Clues.
Like my
John.
hero is right there.
Yeah.
But I can tell you whose birthday is today, and it's musician Al. Is it Jardine?
I think so. Yeah.
Turns 81.
Wow.
You want a fun fact on him? His middle name is Charles.
Yeah.
Al Charles Jardine.
That's
I guess.
You know, being a magician is a rough life. You got to wake up in the morning and make your career appear.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. You know, do a little whoosh, wand waving. Wand?
And you were right about Charlie Sheen.
No way.
Yeah, he turns 58.
Winning.
See, I told you. And his fun fact, he hosted SNL back in 2001 with musical guest Nelly Furtado.
Wow.
There's a picture of him here with Lindsay Lohan.
Mm-hmm.
Lohan, or however you say it.
Lohan?
Lohan?
How did you say it, John?
Lohan.
Okay.
Like low man on deck. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Actress Ashley Jones turns 47. Ashley Jones. I don't know who that is. But we're the same age,
Well,
roughly.
let me ask you, what did she star in?
Fun fact says appeared earlier this year in an episode of So Help Me Todd. Have you ever watched So Help Me Todd?
No.
I wasn't even aware of a show that was called So Help Me Todd.
That is a weird, yeah.
And then there's this actress with the first name spelt Kaia. Would that be Kaya?
Kea?
Gerber. I know how to say the last name, like Gerber baby food.
All right.
Turns 22 today, and the fun fact for her, appears in the recently released comedy Bottoms.
Wow.
Been watching a lot of Bottoms lately?
No.
Okay.
No.
How
How about you, John?
Can you do the next one?
I'm looking somewhere else. Yeah.
You're not looking at Ayman Vellani?
Vellani, yeah.
Turns 21.
Turns 21 today. Can legally drink. That's an exciting age, John.
And she will reprise her role, this is the fun fact, in the upcoming film The Marvels.
Ooh, scary.
Marvels.
John, what did you do for your 21st birthday? And don't leave any details out.
If I could remember any, I would, but I don't remember what I did. Which means I probably had a good time.
Okay.
But honestly, I don't remember. It was probably, as far as exciting goes, it was just your basic birthday, I'm assuming. I never really did anything crazy for my birthday.
Never?
Yeah. Other than celebrate with family and stuff like that. Maybe some friends would come over or something like that. But, I mean, that was enough for me. I didn't need to be like you and go kayaking.
Oh, John, come on.
Down the river or anything like that.
I didn't kayak for my birthday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or join some cult or anything. I don't do things like that.
Join some cult? What do you think I'm doing on my
I just
time
dropped
off?
that in to see if you were paying attention. You kept looking down a lot.
Well, I'm looking at birthdays, John. I'm looking at birthdays, man.
Did you want to do the any other ones?
Oh, I mean, well, let's look here. I mean, we have a list. We have a list of birthdays.
Hence why I'm asking, did you want to list it?
Yeah, well, let's see here. We do have a couple of ones. And I'm going to get into the... Oh, Alan Ladd. Do you know Alan Ladd?
Yes, the name is familiar.
Actor, producer.
Producer.
He's a producer.
That's when the Jersey comes out in this guy.
Sorry. It slips out sometimes. It's
That happens.
you know.
Sometimes the B-ham comes out.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's just the B-ham.
Yeah, the B-ham.
Is that the slang term for Buckingham?
Yeah, that's what we're down with these.
Yo, the B-hams.
We're going to have the airport at the B-ham and whatnot. And
wow. Oh, this guy played in some westerns. Do you know the Carpetbaggers?
I've
from 1964.
Heard of it.
Duel of Champions.
That one I'm not familiar with.
Had a 4.9 out of 10, so not too great. Okay. He was in the Badlanders.
Heard of that one.
He played, I guess he played, Peter Van Hook? That's probably somebody. I don't know. Okay.
Probably, but I don't know.
All right. So, yeah, I mean, he also played in Boy on a Dolphin, which sounds really funny. It's from 1957.
Which became Flipper to a lot of...
Yeah.
There was a show called Flipper, though. That was about a dolphin.
And wasn't there a movie also about a dolphin named Flipper?
Yeah. Well, that's what it... Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a movie version of it, I think. I didn't actually see it.
They save the dolphin.
That might be the one with Paul Hogan, maybe.
And then it's like Flipper 2, and then they have to save the dolphin again.
And they flip the script.
Yeah.
And then...
Oh, the dolphin saves the kids.
I don't know. Whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
What's that, Flipper? Tommy fell in the well? That's
no, not the well. Ooh.
All right, next caller. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning, members of the male gender.
How are you?
What's up with this guy, John? Yeah,
what do you mean?
What's this guy?
I think he's okay. What's
silly
the
guy. No problem. No problem at all. John.
Okay. How's it going with you, sir?
Okay, until I found out that I was on the verge of being stalked.
Oh no! That's not good.
Yeah. After you said that, I've been calling lots of people, telling them if somebody asks that question, just say yes. So you'll have a wall with 1,000 people on it.
Who's trying to stalk you?
I think he's referring to you.
Oh no! Please, John. Come on.
So subtly, I think he's meaning you.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
See, I assume he wants to keep his, alias,
Yeah.
secret. That's fine. And I'm like that too.
It's like a novelty.
I don't want anyone to know who I am.
And the truth of it is just a novelty. That's about all it is. Sometimes people find it, I don't know, not enjoyable. Others comment, but anyway, it's just a novelty. That's all. So that's it, man.
All right.
Wow. Okay. Well.
Yep.
Wow.
So do you come to the festival, or do you partake in any way?
Not now.
Noah ruined it for you. He's got that ability to do that sort of thing.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, on occasions, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, not always. Why, you want to meet under a tree, one of you guys?
Noah might be game for that.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
But what was I going to say? Shucks. Oh, here's one. Did you guys catch that gig? I guess there's a couple people caught in a tin can up in space, and they can't get out.
Oh, those two astronauts that are still stuck up there.
Oh no, yeah.
Oh, yeah, and they swear they have a recording of screams.
A recording
of that one?
A recording of what?
People screaming.
Oh.
Or a person screaming, and they swear it is a mystery as to where these screams are coming from.
That sounds like an alien.
I thought in space no one can hear you scream.
I don't know. If you're just inside the can, can you hear a scream?
Well, the fact that those people are stuck up there until at least early next year, from what I understand.
Yeah.
I have a lot of questions. A, do they have enough rations?
That's interesting, yeah.
Because the trip wasn't supposed to be but so long initially.
Uh-huh.
And then the other question I have is bathroom facility type problems.
They don't care. They're polluting space. It's probably falling down. We look up and we think it's a meteor shower.
It's just a big old thing of wet release.
Yeah.
Which was an edited version of a film, I want to say Joe Dirt. Have you ever seen that movie?
Okay.
Do you know Joe Dirt?
Uh-huh.
There's a television version where he finds this rock that comes from space or whatever, and he's lugging it around with him everywhere he goes, and he takes it to this pawn shop to see if it's valuable. And that guy breaks the news to him that it's nothing more than what's released from aircraft. Yeah. Touching story.
It is.
Truly touching.
Yes.
He got me right here.
Right in the heartstrings.
Yeah, it's right where I said it got me.
So what else is going on?
Oh, no. I'm just going to do some I'm going to experiment with some truffles today, infusing. I've made them before, and they're quite successful. But I'm going to see if I can infuse some of a habanero or a Reaper into the middle of it.
Noah likes the Reaper.
See if it.
I love the Reaper.
It would have to be mild enough to, because I supply a bunch of. The only reason I bake is to, because it's fun, but I don't like to eat it. So I have a group of people that I give it to.
And then watch them squirm and laugh to your heart's delight.
Oh, no, all I do is I just ask for feedback. And that's it.
And do you normally get positive reviews?
Most of them just blow me off and don't say anything. But the but the reviews that I want are negative. That way I can modify my baking. If everybody says, "Oh, they're great, they were delicious," and
you'd rather be critiqued.
Yes, that sounds like a more specific word. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it does.
No one can do that for you.
Well, let me ask you this, caller. You do make incredible peppers, and I can't critique it because I truly think they are some of the spiciest, some of the meanest, just bad peppers. But have you ever thought about making like spicy bread? Like, I know they sell jalapeno bread with like jalapenos or like jalapeno bagels, but what if you were to infuse bread dough? Not bread dough, but like infuse like Reapers into the bread dough and like mix it together, so like even the bread is just like spicy hot. So would that be something good? I don't know. Just an idea. Is there a way to do that?
Yes, it's. Oh yeah, Or even like you've had focaccia where they kind of grill some of the vegetables that they put on the top. It's almost like a flat and a little bit dense. And then you'll see it'll be I don't know, onions or something, very basic stuff.
Okay.
But the only drag with making stuff spicy is that I'm the only one stuck eating it because there's nobody in the house that enjoys the burn.
Well, it clears you out, and it I think it makes you a better person. Like you come out more, you come out better and stronger, and. John is like mouthing what? No, but I mean,
yes. As odd as it sounds, there's even I believe medical benefits to eating real spicy things.
Yeah.
And then evidently you can take if you're kind of familiar with like an icy hot.
Yeah.
You can do something similar to that because it's all just the capsaicin that you want on your scanner in your mouth. Yeah.
Other than burning off the hair of your feet, I'm not sure what else it does, but okay. Yeah. Sounds good.
Oh my gosh. I know. I'll put 3 of those medical gloves on, and my hands will still be just red and yes, when I make my sauces.
Oh yeah.
So that's I don't know.
You ought to have like a tent at the festival, and that way you can like make some of these dishes that you're talking about.
I think that's against FDA policy.
Is it really?
The Board of Food and Health might disagree with that.
Food and Drug Administration.
Yeah. Man.
Well, it was an idea, and the government shuts it down again. Oh well.
So here's something. Here's a story that is. I was going to say funny, but it's only funny to me.
Okay.
Because if nobody else laughs, then it won't be funny. I was supplying some. I have some ladies at the Y that I just chat with on occasions, and I gave one of them the hot sauce.
You gave a cat hot sauce. I just want to make sure I'm hearing you right. You gave a cat hot sauce.
No, one of the ladies at the Y.
Oh, the ladies at the Y. Okay.
Yeah, I was just giving it out for everybody to sample.
Okay.
And
what happened?
So before I left, she comes up and she says, "Do you have any more of that hot sauce? My squirrels are terrorizing my bird feeder, and I usually mix it with my bird feeder food." I'm like, oh my gosh. All you're doing is it's just, I thought she was like, oh my gosh, this is the deal. I want some more.
Using it and like appreciating it, but like she's just pouring it on some seeds. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well, she was doing that in the hopes that the squirrels wouldn't take it, but wouldn't the birds have to suffer as well?
Well, evidently, the belief is that squirrels have a more, I guess the taste buds are more refined.
Okay.
And the birds have evidently none, or very few. Or maybe it just doesn't affect them. So
maybe so.
That's the belief behind it.
Okay.
So
I did not know that.
Now you do. Now if you're on Jeopardy.
And knowing's half the battle. G.I. Joe.
Alex, what is hot sauce? Oh my gosh! I got. Can I do a little rant?
Yes. Yeah.
Sure.
I'd love to hear a rant.
I have two little rants, and I haven't read the paper, so I'm not caught up on the local activities. Mm-hmm. But there's this. I tell you what, this 10-foot fence gig. If I was living in town, just to, I guess wreak havoc on the locals, maybe the management, I would build a fence. You know how they were talking about 10 foot?
Yeah.
I'd build a fence like 9'11", or 9'11 and a half, or
9'11 and 3/4.
Yeah,
really
like
pushing them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, yes, it's there.
Pushing the envelope.
So,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we need to. We as citizens need to. We really do.
I think John would be down to revolt with you as well. If you guys want to do that together.
I believe in fences.
Yeah. I know you do, John.
Yeah.
You essentially build a fence around the studio.
You got it.
Yeah.
This is my battleground station.
Yeah.
You said you had two. What was the other?
Oh, yes.
Well, this is the other one. Have you guys been down Commerce Road lately?
Commerce Road, is that where the YMCA is? Or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I have been, yeah.
That place is a nasty mess with all the mud from the site.
Have you noticed that?
Wawa.
A little bit.
Oh, my gosh.
Where they're building Harbor Freight, I think,
Is that what's going there?
No, Wawa is on the Commerce.
Wawa. That's where Wawa's
Okay.
going. Okay,
Yeah.
my bad.
Yes, and it's just nasty. And I've called them before. I called it when they first started, and the sediment control was always an issue. So the guy says, I'm going to send somebody down and take a look at it.
Right.
And he probably did. Maybe there's a guy in a smoke break and he goes, can you drive down Commerce and check it out?
Yeah, sure. I'll check it out for you.
Yeah. Did you drive by? Yeah, the boss says, did you drive by? And he's like, yeah. Yeah, I drove by.
I don't see the problem with it, sir. I'm sorry.
I neither do. Oh, my gosh.
You should see Noah just like melting in his chair right now.
Man, John, you're doing the Columbo? Is that how you like hear people who smoke? It's just like,
Yeah, how you doing?
Those are the kind of commercials you're going to be making in about
goodness
20 years from now.
John.
If you don't want to look like this,
no.
don't do that.
No, jeez, John. Oh no.
Sorry.
Oh.
Those things freak me out. I'm sorry. But anyway, so no, I haven't been out this way. But Noah says he's noticed something that you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a filthy mess. What else do you need to know?
Seriously, no. Do you think it's as bad as what he's saying?
I think it's bad. Yeah, I mean,
okay.
But I mean, the thing is, to make progress, you have to tear back and you have to make a mess to build something.
Sort of like when I had to clean my room as a kid. The room looked worse.
Yeah.
When I was taking everything out of the closet and all that before I put it all back nice and neatly.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, so...
But
Wait, hold on. Time out a second. John, you would move stuff out of your room when you were cleaning it? Like moving it into the living room or like other places?
No, I was told to clean my room.
Yeah.
I had to, and a lot of stuff just got tossed in the closet.
Okay.
And so I had to...
pull stuff out. I thought you were like pulling stuff out of your room and like just emptying out your entire room and then reorganizing and like re-putting stuff back.
Well,
okay.
my mom helped me. She would give away stuff while I was at school to other people. And
without you knowing?
Without me knowing.
That's not good.
Yeah, until I got back home and I was like, where's my blah, blah, blah? And,
yeah. Oh, I sold your Nintendo, John.
No, there was no selling involved. It was
all right.
Just give away.
I gave away your Game Boy.
I never had a Game Boy.
And all your Sports Illustrated swimsuit editions.
Well, that didn't come till later.
Oh, goodness.
I still have a few of those.
Oh, my God.
Just the good ones, though, mind you.
No, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this right now. I need to purge my ears.
Noah doesn't like manly stories. I'm sorry.
No, John, but like you're living at your parents' house, like in this story, you're living at your parents' house, and you have Sports Illustrated.
I wasn't living
magazine.
at my parents' house when I was that age.
Okay.
He moved out when he was 27. I was 30.
No. What's up?
People used to give me subscriptions to Sports Illustrated for that.
Oh, that's nice. That's a good friend.
So was I supposed to say no? No. I'm talking about the people like my parents or my grandmother or somebody like that.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, they'd give me some. Yeah, I was really into football and stuff at the time.
Yeah.
I was. The Cowboys ruled in the 90s.
They did.
Yeah, so
beat the San Francisco 49ers 2 times.
2 out of 3.
2 times.
2 out of 3, back to back.
And that's,
Is that about... No, we still got about 3 minutes.
Yeah,
so
John.
is anything else you wanted to discuss before we wrap it up?
Oh, my gosh. No, not in 3 minutes. Oh, I did want to do real quick. The sediment control issue.
Yeah.
There should be... I would like everybody that gets pissed off when they drive down the road to call. And
no, I don't think that's a thing you could request on the air. No, we're going to start a revolt. No, I'm kidding. I'm giving you a hard time.
I got a feeling if it's bad enough, people will probably do this already.
Yeah.
There probably are fielding calls about this sort of thing.
Probably, yeah. They probably have a guy working at that office solely dedicated to taking those calls about Commerce Road.
Complaint department.
Yeah.
But any site that they disturb the surface, there's supposed to be some sort of control of the sediment.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be, and if it fails, then it's the result of a lack of proper planning. And that's all I got to say about that.
All right. Well, thank you for bringing up some of these topics.
Yes.
Feel free to call back anytime. All right.
All right, guys. Thanks for your time.
All right. Have a good one.
Okay.
All righty. Goodbye.
Bye. All right. He brought up some subjects there that we don't normally talk about.
By the way, just to recap for anybody who's just tuning in now, first-time caller wants to start a revolt where we all call in and complain about the Wawa building, the building of the Wawa on
You mean
Commerce
Wawa
Road.
about Wawa?
You go Wawa about Wawa.
All right.
John.
We get Baba Wawa to do the interview?
We're not going to waste this last precious minute we have saying Wawa. I won't
come on.
allow it. I won't allow it,
You
John.
won't allow it. Who controls the mic around here?
Hey. Oh, I thought you just muted me.
No,
Oh, no. Okay.
Not, you did that to yourself first thing when the show started.
Well, I unplugged my cord accidentally.
That's okay.
Yeah. Well, John, I mean...
Hey, did you want to talk about the swimmer known as the Shark trying again to cross Lake Michigan? Obviously, he's tried this once before and
didn't pan out.
Must not have succeeded.
Yeah.
An extreme swimmer is back in Lake Michigan trying to cross one of the Great Lakes
Goodness
from
gracious.
Michigan to Wisconsin.
Goodness gracious, John.
So
that's intense.
That sounds like something you would do.
It is. It is definitely something I would do.
So how would you go about it?
Well, I probably wouldn't swim. So I'm not a good swimmer. So.
Oh, you're not much of a swimmer.
By the way, John, Heart of Virginia coming up Saturday the 14th. We're going to be there. Also, Duck Derby is going to be on the 13th as well, live at Riverside. So some great events coming up. And also, our guest tomorrow, April Roth from PSR, is coming in. So look forward to that as well.
All right.
Any last? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, well, I mentioned James Darren passed away, died at 88. He was known for like Gidget and other TV shows and or movies, and singer as well. He did everything. He was teen idol, singer, director. I saw this, I thought maybe like last night, but I wasn't sure if it was legit, and looking at this, it was. So sorry to hear about that. James Darren, 88. So that's going to do it, and you'll be on tomorrow with Chris Wood.
Yep.
And you have guests, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll listen for that tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.